Good morning, everyone. My name is Ananda with study number 0090. Today, I will demonstrate the English lesson for ninth grade in junior high school. The language skill that I am teaching are listening, reading, and maybe vocabulary development in reading. And then I use a tool learning media that I'm using are Storyline.online and Readlang. So I use the Storyline Online will be used to develop students in listening skills, and Readlang will be used to improve student reading comprehension, and maybe in the reading we will learn the vocabulary learning. Then through the lesson is based on the story Clock the Shark, and in Readlang I will make the summary story from Clock the Shark. So there's no original from Clock the Shark. And then let's begin for our lesson. Good morning, students.
Good morning, Miss.
Today we will learn focuses in listening and reading using learning media that we used before. So I will use Story Online for you guys. Focuses in listening, and then we will use Readlang for your reading and maybe learning a little bit vocabulary. So before we start, I have one question for you guys. Do you like making new friends?
Yes, Miss.
Great. How should we behave with our friends in our school?
We should be kind, Miss.
Okay, now look at my screen. Can you look my screens? There is a
Yes, Miss.
picture, Clark. What is Clark?
He is a shark.
Okay, from the picture, do you think Clark is quiet or active?
I think he is active.
Okay, now I will start the storyline online, and let's listen the story and check your prediction. Please be careful. Be be careful, yeah, because while you while you watching the video, you will answer the question. You write the question or you remember the question. So the number one is who is the main character in the story, and then what the problem does Clark have? Do you get it?
Get it, Miss?
Okay, let's start.
Hey everybody, welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG After Foundation. My name is Chris Pine, and today we are reading the wonderful book, Clark the Shark, written by Bruce Hale and illustrated by Guy Francis. Let us begin. In all of the wide blue seas, in all of the wide blue world, the top school for fish, Theodore Roosterfish Elementary. And of all fish, Theodore Roosterfish, the biggest, strongest, is Clark the Shark. Clark loved school. He loved he loved to play ups and downsy, spin him a jig with his friends. Clark was like, school is awesome, shouted Clark the Shark. Less shouting, more reading, said Mrs. Inky. Lunchtime is sweet, yelled Clark the Shark. Munch your own lunch, said his best friend Joey Mackerel. Recess rocks, bellowed Clark the Shark. You're playing too rough, Clark, cried the other kids. Yes, Clark loved his life with all of his shark's heart. But he loved everything way too much. was too loud. It was too wild. He was just too much shark. The other fish didn't feel. After a while, no one would play with Clark. No one ate lunch with him. No one sat with him in circle time. Even his best friend, Joey Mackerel, said, "Cool your jets, Clark. You're making me crazy." One day, Clark asked Mrs. Inkydink, "What's wrong with him?" Mrs. Inkydink, she patted his fin. "Clark, sometimes he played too hard, munched too hard. Gosh, even helped too hard. But life is so exciting," said Clark. "There's a time and a place for everything," said Mrs. Inkydink. "And sometimes the rule is stay cool." At recess, Clark tried to stay cool, but he pushed the swing with too much zing. "Oh, sorry. I forgot." "Yikes!" cried Joey Mackerel. At lunch, Clark tried to stay cool. Everything smelled so good. Munched a bunch of lunches. "Oh, sorry. I forgot." "We're starving," said his friends. And in class, Clark tried to stay cool, but a good book got him all shook up. Now, Clark says, "This isn't the time or the place. Tell me, what's the rule?" "Stay cool," said Clark. "Hey, that rhymes," he cried. Clark got a big idea in his sharky head. "Maybe if I make a rhyme, I'll remember every time," he thought. The next day, he put his plan to work. In class, when lessons got exciting, Clark wanted to bounce up out of his seat. Instead, he told himself, "Teacher's talking. Don't go walking." What do you know? It worked. "Attaboy, Clark," said Mrs. Inkydink. Clark smiled. "Wow, lessons are fun." At lunch, everything smelled so yummy. When Clark wanted to eat and never stop, he told himself, "Only munch your own lunch." It worked again. "Way to go, Clark," said his friends. Clark grinned. Lunch is fun." At playtime, Clark told himself, "Easy does it, that's the way. Then my friends will let me play." Now, playtime was fun. Once more, Clark loved his life. But then, shadow comes across him. Ginormous shadow with tentacles galore. "It's a new kid, and he looks scary," cried Joey Mackerel. "Swim for your lives." Squid squashed the slide and snapped off the swing. "Oops, my bad." "Wait," said Clark. "He just wants to play. Let's find a way." He swam at the new kid with all his might. Clark played harder than he ever had before. Upsy downsy, spin him a jig. Why, he even made up a new game. Tail Rumpelumps. "Wow, that was fun," said the new kid breathlessly. He settled down. "If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool," said Clark. "That's right, Clark," said Mrs. "Thanks for taking care of our new classmate, Sid the Squid. Hooray for Clark the Shark! Everyone cheer." That night, Clark's mother asked, "What did you learn at school, dear?" "There's a time and a place for everything," Clark said. "Sometimes you stay cool. But sometimes a shark's got to do what a shark's got to do." The end. That was Clark the Shark, everybody. I think it speaks to all of us. It talks about how we all want to do what we want to do, right? We want to be ourselves. And we want to yell when we want to yell, play and laugh and have a good time. But as Mrs. Inkydink said, there's a time and a place for everything. And there's a time and a place to be considerate of other people's feelings. I think the lesson is be considerate. Thank you so much for watching Storyline Online. Make sure to check out all of the other stories. Keep watching, keep reading.
All right, student. So the message is be considered. Then the first question is, Who is the main character in the story?
The main character is Clark, Miss.
Okay, Clark the shark. What animal he
Yes.
is?
A shark.
Okay, and then the Clark is disliked by his friends. And what's the problem?
He is too active
Okay,
or he's too
excellent.
loud.
Yes, he is too active and he is too loud. And in the story, he sought to be behave and considerate. So after we listen and watch carefully to the story in Story Online, I will give you my I will give you the link to the Readlang. So we use Readlang to reading practice and learn a little bit new vocabulary. I will share to you. You got it?
Alright, got
Okay,
it,
wait.
Miss.
This I will share that. Okay. You get the link, guys?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, first you will read by yourself about Clark the School. This is my summary about Clark the Shark. So this is not original story from the Clark the Shark. So I give the title Clark at the School. So you read by yourself carefully. And then if you find difficult words or new vocabulary that you had, you you can click on them and then see the meaning. You can see the meaning by what? By in English or in Indonesian, up to you. You want to find out the meaning in Indonesian or in English. So you can start now, students. You can read by yourself, and then if you're done, please let me know.
Alright, Miss.
All right.
I'm done, Miss.
Okay, you are done. Great. So you can see the red line at my screen.
Yes.
Did you find any new words or new vocabulary that you had?
Yes, Miss.
What is that? You can spoil to me.
Loud.
Loud, and then
Loudly. Active.
active, and then
Fun.
mm-hmm.
And then
Turn.
A noise. Turn. Oh yes, turn.
Okay. So you can click on the red line like loud. You say loud, right? Where is
Yes.
loud? This is loudly. You can click and then the right one, the section right, will be the explanation about the words like this. What is loudly? The English word loudly is an adverb that describes the manner in which something is done, specifically indicating a high volume or intensity of sound. So, what does loud mean in Indonesia?
Loud means briskness.
Okay, very good. And then you say kind, right? So, what does kind
Yes.
mean?
Kind means baik.
Okay, excellent. So, we have to learn listening and reading through the Clark story. So, let's check your understanding. Why did the teacher talk to Clark?
Because he was too loud.
Okay, and then what did Clark do in the next day?
He raised his hand before speaking.
Okay, he raised his hand before speaking. Excellent. So, what did we learn today, students?
Today we learn about Clark the Shark myth.
Okay,
Clark the
excellent.
Shark.
So, today we have practice listening to Story Online and Readlang, and we learn some vocabulary from Readlang. And then I hope you understand what we learned today. So thank you for your participation and see you next time. Thank you, students.
Miss.